From dark to light, we have walnut, sapele, and maple. I originally thought I was going to use 3 pieces of each color, one for the top, one for the legs, and one for the bottom, but you'll see that this changes as the build progresses. Since I don't have a jointer, I used a jointer sled with the planer to get 2 faces flat and parallel to each other, and I usually use a jointer jig at the table saw to square up the edge, but I decided to try something different today. I used a track saw instead, and it worked out great. On the theme of being different, I used the bandsaw instead of the table saw to square up the opposite edge. The bandsaw cuts way quicker than my table saw on this thicker material, but there's the added step of sending the boards through the planer again to clean up the bandsaw cuts. But I was planning on doing that to the boards anyway, because I always do a quick pass the following day before I actually start working on the pieces. I like this method. On my milling lumber without a jointer video, some people asked, what about the ends? Well, you do that last. I square up one end and mark it so that I know it's the square end, then I cut them to final length. Just like in the video from last week where I cut the test joint, I used a miter gauge set to 30 degrees to cut the tops to final length. Well, the tops and bottoms, since I thought there was going to be a bottom to this table at this point. Next up, I mark out for the mortise of the bridle joint that will be the size of the whole width of these boards, which is 5 inches.